Aline, our great filmmaker. Wonderful. It is so lovely to talk to you. So I am Siegfried here from DICFF, and I would love to talk to you about your wonderful film, Reasons Why I Love Dublin. Tell me all about it.
So my film is called Reasons Why I Love Ireland, and I
Oh, why
decided
you love Ireland. Excuse me.
to write this script, make this short film because um, I just think it's so funny the way a lot of foreign people just um, come to Ireland and they didn't know what to expect, and they have to deal with things like rental crisis and adapting to Irish culture, which might be very different from their culture, and then all of that. I think uh, it's just funny, and I think yeah.
I see they like potatoes, these people. Yeah,
Mhm.
so they are potato heads, basically. And they throw potatoes at you. Throw potatoes at you on the street.
No, it's something like this is a compliment because because in Brazil, like really in Brazil, it's so dangerous. They're like, we're afraid of being
Worse than potatoes?
robbed and like chased by criminals, on the street and people trying to rob you or and he and in Ireland, like this is not a thing. Like I used to live in on Gardner Street, and I remember when I lived there,
Oh,
everyone was
lovely
like,
place.
Irish people used to, when I was looking for jobs and I lived there, and I remember showing my CV, and the Irish people would go like, "What? Gardner Street? It's very dangerous. Do you know that? It's a very dangerous area." And I was like, "Dangerous? You don't know what dangerous is if if you're saying that street is dangerous because like really like you have to deal with some crazy people shouting on the street or maybe some kids throwing potatoes." Yeah, but that's all.
But these Irish people, they are. So you did a study of these Irish potato head people. And you know the way they say people are 70% water. Well, I believe the Irish people are 90% alcohol. Is that correct?
Mhm.
And you talk about drinking, and Irish drinking in your
Uh,
film.
yeah, a little bit. Something I used to struggle with. Now I'm not going out so much, but before COVID, let's say when I was going out every weekend with my friends and my Irish friends, sometimes I used to struggle with keeping up with the drinking. Like
It is difficult.
because when I was because the Irish people drinking rounds, so they go, "Oh, this is my round, this is my round, this is my." So you like when you, I couldn't keep up. So I was like, at some point, I was holding three glasses. I was like, I can't. Don't buy me more drinks, please. Then I had to buy drinks for everyone. I spent like lots of money on drinks. And I was like, I don't want that.
And you don't do this in Brazil?
See, it's different. Like in Brazil, I maybe because because it's warm. What people do in bars, they order this bottle of beer, this size, and then they
Mhm.
share that bottle of beer, like and they drink beer in these small cups, so we drink faster. But like people just drink to socialize, like they drink and have a chat very slowly and very relaxed. And I remember when I was there last time I was there, I was like, guys, you're not drinking, like, and this cup is so small and one bottle to share. I was like, what is this? Like, let's drink properly. And for them that was drinking, properly,
Yes, the Irish, they drink to be comatose, right? It's like
Yeah,
an anesthetic before a general operation. Isn't that what the objective is?
it's just no difference. Like, if you think about it, like here we drink 500 millimeter, I don't know, millimeters. Is that it? Like half a
What?
liter.
What is it?
like half a liter of beer at once. And people usually drink fast, right? Because you drink
Yeah,
them out, you drink fast. So that's a lot if you think about it. It's a lot of beer, it's a lot of alcohol.
it
And
is.
people don't drink to socialize. I'm gonna have a chat, catch up with my friends, and have just some beer. No, no, we drink here. We drink to get pissed. We drink to get drunk.
Absolutely.
To
Yes.
go home, not knowing where you're going to. Like that's yeah.
It's because these Irish people, they have problems. They want to drown their sorrows. They want to drown all of their craziness. That is the problem, isn't it?
I think it's the cold. Because in the winter, like I get a bit depressed during the winter. I have to confess that
Yeah.
January is tough, February tough, December we have Christmas, October we have Halloween, and then we have Christmas in December. So it's kind of it's a good vibe, like we are all buzzing somehow and looking forward to something. But January,
Oh,
January, it's so
miserable.
depressing. And then in April, we start living our lives again. So I think it's out of depression that you drink here. Because
Absolutely.
what else
Absolutely.
did we do?
Yeah. Another thing in your wonderful film is that Irish people cannot take a compliment. And I have seen this myself. I said to an Irish person, I said, "You are the most funniest person in the United Kingdom." And he punched me in the nose. Lovely compliment. And he punched me in the nose. Whereas you were complimenting someone on their dress. And what happened?
Yeah, see, that actually happened to me. Uh,
Really?
yeah, it did happen. Yeah. Uh, I was at a wedding last year in the UK. Like the groom was Irish, so lots of Irish people were there. And then this girl, Irish, Quifa, I don't know, Aoife or Quifa, I don't know. Or Siobhan or Roisin, I don't know. And then she was like, she looked gorgeous. Like, oh, you look gorgeous. And she's like, oh, we all look gorgeous. I was like, no, no, I love your dress. I really, like, she literally left. I left me there talking to myself. I was like, is she? Is she coming back? Is she taking it? What? Is she? Never came back. And I was like, really? Really? That was a compliment. Like I wonder what she would do if I offended her,
She'd probably
I,
be more comfortable with it.
she'll be like, yeah, yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Okay.
I think that's the difference between English people and Irish people. Like in England, if you say, "Oh, I love London," they're gonna say, "Of course you do. It's the best place in the world." Like. But here, if you say, "Oh, I love Dublin," Irish people go, "Hi, Dublin. What do
Yeah.
you like about it? The weather?" Like
Yes.
very
So
humble.
that's
Yeah.
why this film is interesting to see. A perspective of a Brazilian person on Dublin, and to see, you're kind of holding a mirror up to yourself and seeing what it's like. And the compliment thing is very true. It's just we
I
can't
know.
take a compliment
And
at
a
all.
guy, an actor once, I was watching his film, a film that he acted in, and I complimented him and said that you were amazing or something like you're amazing, and the film, and he was like, "Fuck off." He literally said, "Fuck off," and I was like, "What?" He said, "Oh," and then he said, "Oh, Irish people don't take compliments very well." And I was like, "Is he joking me? Is he a weirdo?" But then I saw
Yeah,
it happening again, and I was like, "Yeah, he was right."
yeah. Oh my God, that's a pretty extreme response. It has to be said. Yeah. So, I see you have Philip Kidd and Konstantin Antipenko on DOP.
Yeah,
That is a dream team of DOPs.
yeah.
How did that work? They are
It's
two
just
very good guys.
yeah, no, yeah. I had a great experience filming with them. It's well because I started filming the short film in February, and then we all got busy, and then I got to continue filming only a few months later. The first DOP wasn't available anymore, and I got the second DOP, and then after that it was very close to the deadline for the festival, and I wrote the short film and I made it for this festival. So my goal was to send to this festival, and I was like, I'm gonna do it, no matter like how. So I got.
May I interrupt you and say, Aline, we are delighted that you made it for this festival.
Yeah, it's my favorite festival. Like it's comedy, like
Yeah.
in Ireland.
Yeah.
So I found another DOP, but then he wasn't available to film a Thursday because I wasn't expecting to have a Thursday of shoot.
Yeah.
And then he said I'm all available, and it was very close to the deadline, so I had to find someone last minute, a third DOP. Jamie, he was great. Yeah, and we made it. It was very.
Constantine, yeah.
Jamie was the third one.
Oh,
Jamie.
Oh, JP. All right, okay, yeah. And I notice, of course, on the credits as well, that the husband is picking up the sound again. Is he?
The sound, Shane, yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, did that voice we hit.
Very supportive.
Yeah, he's very supportive.
No matter where there's an Aline film, Shane is there with a boom pole looking after the set.
Yeah, you saw this before. Yeah, you saw him recording sound for me before. Yeah. Yes. Because like it's I say to him, well, if you don't do it for me, I have to hire someone to do it and spend more money. But anyways, and then he goes, no, I'll help you. It's very supportive, yeah, very supportive.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you had a great cast, and I'm going to give them all a shout out here because they are very funny. Now, you are incredibly funny, Aline. You've always found you very funny, and all of your stuff is great. It's hilarious. But you also have a great cast here. So Rachel Walsh, who is brilliant, she's doing very well as well at the moment.
Yeah.
Ruth McCann. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah.
No, I love her. I think she is so funny. Yeah. I love her. Like when I gave her the scene, we rehearsed like once before filming, and then she got it straight away. She's like, and she did it exactly the way I imagined. No, even better than I imagined. It was like, yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, because she was on it to compliment about her dress, wasn't it?
The dress, yeah.
Ruth McKenna, Jackie Carroll, and then actually Sarah Riley, who is also doing very well in film. Yeah. And Grania Gallagher, who's in Lear acting, I think she started Bull Street, I think, recently.
Yeah.
Great group of actors. Yeah, so it must have been great fun to make it, was it?
It was, yeah. It was a lot of fun. Like I laughed so much in some of the scenes. When you're doing the scene with Rachel, for example, I remember Rob, the director, he just laughed like out loud, and we all went like, okay, just let's have a moment here just to laugh because this is just so funny.
Well, that's good. It should be funny as well to make, and you should have laughed during it. That's a good sign.
Yeah, exactly. It was a bit challenging at times. Some scenes we had to really study how to do it, how to make it
which
safe way.
Yeah.
When there's potatoes involved and stuff.
Oh yeah, when you were getting clobbered with potatoes.
Yeah, and Rob, the director, he was very good. He actually tried to figure out a way to do it without
knocking you unconscious.
Yeah, and we did some tests before the test, and then we found a way to do it. So it was because it was very close to the deadline. I had to find actors very last minute as well, and the girls like Sarah and Grania, for example, they just said yes, and
Yeah.
they joined us, and they were great.
Yeah.
So it was because I was doing a lot. It was like producing, acting, and like looking after the whole thing. It was
Yeah.
um, challenging,
It's
a
not easy.
bit stressful at times, but
Yeah. It can be stressful.
yeah. But
Not as easy as people think. Yeah. That,
oh no,
yeah.
no, but so worth it. Yeah, I'm very
Oh, yeah.
happy.
Yeah. So, like you're saying, some bits of it are autobiographical. So that bit, I can't believe that actually happened. That that a girl walked off on you when you
Yeah,
complimented her on her outfit. I mean, that is hilarious.
yeah, and I couldn't believe it. Was like that's what really. But I and then I realized that it's just an Irish thing.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Are any of the other bits? I hope you've never dodged a round of drinks. Is I hope that's not real.
I don't. Yeah, no, I really I don't. But
No.
you know what I thought? She's always getting screwed up, right? Like
Yeah.
she has to. I'm not gonna give much away, but she's going through all these situations, and she's like, she thinks she's gonna win. Ah, I'm doing this. I'm living with these amazing people, party, blah, blah, and it's not what she expects. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
doing, all these things that she thinks that she's a winner, and she's taking advantage of, this situation time, but she gets screwed over, and then she's like, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. And then you see what happens. So it's just her trying to turn things around, trying to um
Yeah. Get a bit of justice on, yeah, having to put up with people taking offense out of compliments and stuff like that.
and having to, to live, to adapt to all these cultural differences and difficulties with living in Ireland as a student.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I don't want to give too much away, but you have a bit of Irish dancing as well, which is who did you get to do that? Because that is
Ruth, Ruth, we did Bow Street together,
ah
and she's a professional river dancer.
yeah
So I wanted to put her in the film. I had something else for her, and but she said, "Oh, you can use my dance if you want." So I was like, "That's a great idea." So I wrote that scene for her.
yeah, that is
Yes.
very good. Yeah, it's really powerful. Yeah,
Yeah. No. Yeah. She's great. Yeah.
excellent. And are you going to be there on the day? So it's Saturday, the 2nd of December, right?
Yes. Yes.
And so hopefully there'll be a big group of people coming along to see it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. So
it'll be
see,
great.
lots of my Brazilian friends act as actors in some scenes.
Yeah.
And I said, guys, guess what? The film is gonna be on the festival. They're like, wow, we're gonna watch it, we're gonna watch it. So yeah, we're expecting a big group of people who acted in it, the DOPs and everyone who was in it or on
Great.
board on it. I'm expecting to see them and plus some friends, yeah.
Ah, that should be great. Yeah. And what else do you have in the pipeline? Because I know you always have lots of stuff on. What other films are you working on?
Um, there's one called The Magical Hour uh,
Oh yeah.
that I filmed in Donegal recently.
Oh yes. Yeah.
It's being uh, edited, I think, at the moment.
Mm.
So they want to send to festival. So hopefully next year
Oh
uh,
great.
they film at some festivals.
And what's your role in that?
So the film is about this photographer. She's going um, she goes to Donegal to take some pictures of the landscape, and she has some disagreements with one of the actors she's working with because there's an actor involved in some shoots that she's doing. And then she's just like a bit frustrated because she doesn't want to be working with actors. She just wants to take pictures of the magic hour. the sunrise. And there's this driver who's driving her around, and he's a local.
Is that Aidan?
Aidan Sullivan. So he sees the whole thing, and they're so different. They're like completely different, but somehow they develop a relationship, like a friendship.
Yeah.
So that's the story, and I'm the photographer.
Yeah. And of course, you have the other film, which is you made during the summer about what was the one that you made? One Child. What was that one?
That was Freeze My Eggs. Yeah, for Kino G. So yeah, that was inspired by a true story as well.
Really? That's based on true?
Yeah, so I went to my gynecologist, and it was like, I'd like to know more about freezing eggs. And then she asked my age, and she was like, have a baby now. And she was Irish, and I know from what I see that Irish people love like babies and big families. If you see, not our generation, but like previous generations, they have big families, like 5 kids.
Oh yeah.
So I played the Irish doctor, and saying like, no, but like my father used to say, if you wait until you have the money to have kids, you never have them. Like you have to have them, blah blah blah, and at least 5, like that kind of thing. So I actually exaggerated a little bit, what the story, but for me it felt like that.
But I just love that. Ever since seeing it, it's One Child has been on my head since. It's just hilarious. Absolutely. And what else do you have coming up? Are you writing more scripts?
Yeah, I'm developing a TV show at the moment.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah, I wrote the pilot. I'm just finishing the pitch Bible.
Yeah.
So, and that involves the Brazilian. Sure.
Why not?
Yeah, but like, yeah, she's not just a student. There's other stories that brought her to Ireland. But yeah, I'm excited about this project. It's something that I'm gonna make it. Yeah, I think I can show all these cultural differences and much more, like in a funny way, more than it's not just about cultural differences. It's about other stuff, like very human stuff, that people could relate to.
Yeah.
And that I want to show in a funny way.
I'm sure you'll do it great. Yeah. So look, we are really looking forward to showing this film.
I can't wait.
Yeah, should be brilliant, and a large gang, great actors, a great crew there to come along and enjoy it as well. So look, Aline, thanks a million for having a chat with us. And
thank you for selecting my film.
Look, it means a lot to us that you made this especially for the festival.
Oh yeah, especially yeah. So it meant a lot to me to be selected for the festival.
And thanks to you as well. So look, we'll see you on that Saturday, and we'll enjoy it. I'm sure everybody will enjoy watching it.
I can't wait. Thank you. See you.
Bye. 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 See you soon.
See you soon.